Hello students, it's time for your English class and we are studying Unit 5, David and Goliath. We have completed the story of young David and Goliath and now we'll be doing its exercises. I hope you remember the story and I do not need to repeat it. So let's start from where we left. Activity 8. What did they say? Read the story and find out. Write it in the appropriate speech bubble. Now students, when you read comic books, you may have observed that the picture of the character is given and there is a speech bubble. Speech bubble, the dialogues are written in the speech bubbles. So from the story, we have to write what did David say and what did Goliath say. The dialogues are different if we compare to when they come. Before David says, I will kill Goliath, there is the dialogue where Goliath says that I am Goliath, I'll destroy the land of Israel, send your best soldiers to fight against me and I will kill them. These dialogues are spoken by Goliath. And what does David has to say? I will kill Goliath. Then one more time during the battlefield, during the war, Goliath says that Israel has sent a boy to fight against me. I will cut off his head and give his body to the wild beasts. And what does David has to say? He says that I am only a boy, but I will kill you and give your body to the wild beasts. These speech bubbles you will be doing in your notebook. Just like David and Goliath, now we have to write the dialogues of David's father and the king. What did they have to say? David's father had spoke just one thing to David. Leave the ship, go and find your brothers in the king's army. Give them these bags of flour and these letters before they go to fight. And the king, he had made the promise and he spoke, the man who kills the giant Goliath will marry my daughter, and I will give him gold and jewels, and he will be the richest man in Israel. Now we have activity 9A. This activity you have to write in your textbook only. Imagine that after defeating Goliath, David wants to throw a party. So he invites his best friend Samson. Read the dialogue and fill the gaps with words you think are appropriate. Samson: David, what a fight. You blank amazing. Students, here the blanks will be filled by past tense. So, the act where David killed Goliath, that was in past. So, he will be saying, you were amazing. David, did you see how Goliath fell at the end? Not fall, nor fallen, but fell. Samson: I know, my brother told me. You killed him with his own sword. David: oh yeah, how dare he came and challenge us. Samson: party. David: yes, of course. Where do you want to go? It's not the current something in the past nor in present. It's for future. So where do you want to go? Samson: let's go to Lapinos or wherever you can think of. You just have to continue dialogue between David and his friends. Activity 9B. Answer the following questions in your words. First question. What promise did the king make to his soldiers? Answer. The king made the promise to his soldiers that the man who kills the giant Goliath will marry the princess and the king will give him gold and jewels and make him the richest man in Israel. Question 2. What weapon did David kill Goliath with? How? Now, if you think that he killed him with the sling or with stone. That's not the correct answer. With the help of stone, Goliath fell on the ground, but he killed him with the sword. So the answer will be David first hit Goliath between the eyes by a stone with his sling. When Goliath fell on the ground, David ran and took his sword and cut off his head with it. Thus, David killed Goliath with his own sword. Question 3. What reward did David get after he killed Goliath? After killing Goliath, David married the princess and became the king of Israel. With this, the activities about David and Goliath comes to an end, which you will have to write in your English notebook. Now, activity 10 is Guru Drona was a teacher of the Pandavas. There are many interesting anecdotes related to the lessons he taught to the Pandavas. Anecdotes means short stories or narratives from a person's life. So there are various short stories with points or with morals related to the lessons he taught to the Pandavas. Enact any one of them to the classroom. Enact means you have to act it out. If a school were going normally, I would have given this activity to you, may have taught it to you, and you would have performed it even during your assemblies. But that's not the case. So let's just see a video about Guru Drona and one such incident where that happened during their schooling or when Guru Drona was teaching them. So with this, the chapter David and Goliath gets over. I hope you enjoyed it. There's nothing more to be done. Just enjoy your day. Bye.